I guess enough music and all that stuff. Wait a minute. Yeah, enough music and all that stuff. Hello, hi everyone. Welcome yet again to this. I don't know how to. Yeah, that's a good start. It doesn't even was a few minutes, and I already don't know what to say. That's good. Anyway, while this is not exactly great, when you don't know how to how to speak, it's still fine. And let me check. Let me fix a few things. Where is it? Where is it? There you are. Yeah. Now we're fine. Yeah. And now we're fine for sure. So, what we're going to do today is playing a game which I bought actually, well, a few years ago, and since then I still doesn't complete it, which is strange because I like this series. This series called Fire Emblem, as you might notice. Let me double check. Yeah, I set up everything as I should. So yeah, we should be fine. I hope, because anything might go horribly wrong. So I'll make music. Get out of here. I don't want to hear this music anymore. Now I have to get my hands on my gamepad, and hopefully it will all works. At least gamepad works. It's already good sign. Yeah, it works. Cool. Well, yeah, I'm this time I'm not using no emulators, no all that stuff. I'm using what I should use, which means real hardware, real Nintendo Switch. Hell yeah. Well, I cannot emulate Nintendo Switch because I think my PC just won't handle it. Wait a minute. I need to check once more. I start up stream labels, and yeah, they are on the second monitor, and they again doesn't work really. Why? Let me reload them. Anyway, they will work. They will load up eventually, I think. And if it's not, then well, okay then. Fire Emblem Three House, please don't tell me that you have to update or something. No, thank you. Because I tested this game before this stream starts up, and the only thing I need to update was my console itself. It works fine. No, it don't works fine. It doesn't display anything for a second. Yeah, I have some progress in this game, but I will get rid of it. Because I played, well, a long time ago, and I don't remember whatever I should expect from this game. With that in mind, I just should start from the beginning. I think that's fair. Why the game is so... Is the game so... Yes, it's the game. So... quiet. If I remember correctly, it's just from the menu here, so in the game it will be fine. Select a difficulty level. I'll go with hard, because usually you play on hard difficulty. This way I beat Fire Emblem Fates Well, to be exact, I beat Fire Emblem Fates. What is it called? I don't remember what is it called. What is this? It's not Conquest. It's not Birthright. There. I remember it. And no, I will not play casual mode because the core mechanic in this game in Fire Emblem series is permadeath. So if your unit just falls, it's dead, and you lost him forever. So yeah, every decision counts. Connect to the network and play online? Yeah, sure. Why not? Rower. Hi. Rower. Some good anime here. Bam! And who the hell are you? No, I can't. Sorry. I cannot. I don't have an ability in my firmware to do that, so I cannot. Some Mortal Kombat going on here. She dodging his attacks quite well, I must say. I'm impressed.
Tell me, Nemesis, do you recall the Red Canyon? You'll die. 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 You took everything that I loved.
She goes a little bit crazy.
He's gone now, Mother.
Yep. She's going crazy. That's it. That's all. She goes nuts. Hello. And who are you now? Hi. Sleepyhead?
What could have brought you here?
Well, I have a question why you sleep, first of all. Actually, no, I don't care.
I wonder how you got in here.
I don't know either.
It is most rude to interrupt a moment of repose. Very rude indeed.
So what? Okay, it's very rude, so what?
Now come to me. I wish to have a look at you.
Look at me as long as you want. Look at me. So now we select the main character. It actually makes some difference in the game. Not that much, but still. Give me this boy.
I have not seen the likes of you before. Who are you anyway?
Who are me? I am a demon for sure, yes.
Do not deceive. You would do well to keep your wit in line.
Huh, you don't believe me? Well, fine, then I'm a ghost. Fine.
Do not deceive. You would do well to keep your wit in line.
No? Alright, fine. Alright, fine, fine.
I see. Then you must have a name of sorts. Go on.
Wanna know my name? No, it's not this. It's a default name. I forgot how to change language here. There. My name fits perfectly, so I'll go with that. Yes, it is correct.
I shall not ever grow accustomed to the sound of human names. You must possess a day of birth as well. Beneath which moon and on what day were you born to this world?
Oh, well... Okay. Month correlates to moon, alright. So I was born on the under the red wolf moon on 27th. Русакон. Hi, hello. Привет. Да, это правильно.
Well, wonders never cease. It seems we share our day of birth. How strange.
С Fire Emblem... Ой, Fire Emblem. Проходить Fire Emblem, в смысле? Нет, я могу и по-русски, мне вообще не сложно. Так-то, если кто-то англоязычный придет, я могу и так, так что мне не принципиально. Проходить, если ты про Fire Emblem, я решил начать сначала, потому что я уже не помню, что там, как в Fire Emblem было. А если ты про Rhythm Heaven, то... то я им займусь позже. Я несколько раз еженедельно его стримил, я решил его немножечко пока что отложить. Буквально на недельку. Время от времени чередовать с чем-то другим. Думаю, вполне логично. Одинаковый день рождения? О, как необычно. Куда? Опять спать? Куда ты собралась? Вот не надо зевать, я сейчас сам зевать начну. Begin what? What? Здесь кофе, если что. Так что. Why, hello. Hey, you. Finally awake. Да, мне опять что-то снилось. Вообще мне снилось и то, и другое. И война, и какая-то... Мелкая кто-то там. Мелкая кто-то там. Будем говорить о ней. Окей, ты не встречал никого похожего на нее? Ладно. Не место, согласен. Поле битвы не место для того, чтобы страдать фигней. Начал считать ворон, получил топором по голове. Качественно, хорошо.
Our next job is in the kingdom. I told you before, it's far from here, so we'll need to leave at dawn.
This is my kingdom. Ha.
Oh, good grief. Everyone is already waiting for us outside.
Waiting for us outside.
Sir, sorry to barge in, but your presence is needed.
Зачем нужно присутствие? What is it? Hello.
What do a bunch of kids like you want at this hour?
That's a good question.
We're being pursued by a group of bandits. I can only hope that you will be so kind as to lend your support.
Now we're forced to kill these bandits. Sure, sure, yes, yes. He just wakes up and now we have to kill someone.
Bandits? Here?
It's true. They attacked us while we were at rest in our camp.
We've been separated from our companions and we're outnumbered. They're after our lives, not to mention our gold.
Well, that's a dire situation for sure.
You're staying so calm considering the situation. Wait, that uniform.
What's wrong with the uniform, huh?
Bandits spotted just outside the village. Damn, there are a lot of them.
That's a lot of bandits. How about a little more?
I guess they followed you all the way here. We can't abandon this village now. Come on, let's move. Hope you're ready.
Hope you're ready to kick some ass. Absolutely. Yo! Why is there so much? Save files. $25. Why? So much save files. Ah. Справедливости ради, что Русакон, что Эрил, если что, можешь спокойно писать на русском. Мне переключаться между языками несложно, так что без проблем. That's a lot of bandits.
Let's take care of those thieves before they overrun the village. Take down
Okay.
the enemies in front first. That should take the wind out of their sails.
Is it a unit? Yeah. That's the basics, I know that.
Stay focused.
Actually, no, wait.
Ready and willing.
You have iron balls, so yes, I'll use you. Yeah! That's not a lot of experience. Weapon will break when repeated use brings its durability to 0. Oh, cool. So I cannot use it a lot of times.
It's because of you guys that I'm not dead right now. Thanks for that.
Well, you still might dead today, so in your place I will not be thanking me right now.
I didn't expect to run into mercenaries like you in some remote village. The gods of fortune must be smiling on me.
Probably totally the opposite. If you meet me, then, well, yeah.
Should I have held back?
Should I have held back? No. Use the battle menu to create bookmark saves, few tutorial guides, and more. No, I don't need it. Once all of your units have taken action, the player phase ends and the enemy phase begins. You can end the player phase early by selecting End from the battle menu. Why I should do that? I guess I should... No. Oh yes. This is the button I need for. To see the zones where I can be attacked by enemy. So I can just place everything here and nothing happens actually to me. Let me do this kind of formation actually.
A strange aura about you.
What's wrong with my aura?
You say you're a mercenary, so show me what you can do.
Show me your moves.
I'll cut through.
You also talk to me.
We are in your debt. It wouldn't do for us to fall in a place like this. Please, lend us your strength. Let's work together to drive out these thieves.
Yeah, sure. Enemies won't do anything, huh?
We'll advance while protecting ourselves from the enemy. Take up position inside the forest.
Yes, certain terrains have some advantages. And disadvantages actually sometimes. Okay, cool, okay, cool, I can't. Actually, I can. Yeah, I can. No, I can't. So I will do this. They still cannot do me cannot do me blah, 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 can't do me to me any damage. So I'll just place them like this. And on the next phase, as soon as I step into enemy aggro zone, they just start to attack me. What's this? This is the rock. Oh, so they actually can be only here. Cool. Let me go this.
Yes, good. If we're in the
Yes,
forest, we can
good.
sustain their attacks without losing the advantage.
Forests are not the only terrain type you will encounter. Keep an eye out for others such as thickets and hill tiles. Hill tiles are a good thing. You can just stand on them and nothing happens to you. Oh! That's good position. I guess I will have to end this turn and just see what's happened. Hello? That's not a lot of damage. But how about a little more? Nope. Not a chance. You can't.
This is a fine opportunity. Use the combat arts I taught you.
Yeah, combat arts are powerful techniques that use more weapon durability, but they make more damage. Let's try it out, shall we? Wait, what is it? Oh, I can't move. Oh, wait. I will do different approach. I kill this one.
Sorry, but victory is mine.
And then I will use my combat art. Easy. But will be able to kill him? Yes, it will.
Each battle
That's-
a chance to grow.
A lot of damage. Yeah, I like it. Oh, wait. I forgot about... about this one.
Failure is not an option.
That X is the size of you. Set the items option to change your equipped weapon or to use items such as... Yeah. We all know that. And you just go here. Good place for you.
Damn. Why are there mercenaries in the village? Guess we'll have to deal with them too.
Guess we'll have to deal with you. And not vice versa. Oh. You're moving on your own. Fine, cool. And finally, it's time for you as well.
Attack when an ally is nearby, and the enemy will be intimidated, making them easier to hit.
That's good to know. When you attack an enemy that is also in attack range of one or more of your other units, you will trigger a linked attack. During a linked attack, your avoid rate and hit rate are higher than normal. Linked attacks between certain units will also raise... Oh, they also might hit harder. Good use of linked attacks is key to defeating powerful on. That's for sure. An item icon on an enemy indicates that you will get the item that is highlighted green in the unit's details display when you defeat them. And what do you have here? Show me. Iron Axe. Nothing interesting, but still. Okay, we cannot do anything to the tower, so it's just here. Let me have a look once more. Oh, if I take this place, I cannot take it. Well, I can take this place actually. So you can move. Oh. So if I place few of them here, then all of them will be able to attack me actually. Not good. I don't like it. Wait. Oh, wait. I will do another thing, which will work fine. I'll place you here and just wait. Then you goes here. Wait, nope. Yeah, that's cool. Then you goes here and wait. You goes here and wait, and you wait here as well. This one appears. Well, it's actually kick my ass a little bit. Even with the second one, they can't kill me. But now I have to heal. So, ally face. Hello there. Help is coming. This thing, this boy just annihilates everything. But I don't get... Wait. Did you just move again right now? That's good to know. You don't have any special abilities. I cannot look at them. Alright. I don't need it, at least for now. So yeah, I know that this boy will attack me as soon as it's possible. Okay, I can attack this one. Oh. I can try to hit him, but the chance of that is actually not that high. So it's just 71%. But if I hit him then minus 10 points for minus 10 HP, it's cool. I should risk. I should try. No, you can't. Don't miss, please. Thank you. I'll ask you to not miss and you just do what I want to do. More combat arts. Minus 14 HP and the chance of missing quite high. Oh, it's actually even lower without that. Nope, cancel it. Can you do more damage? You can, but only if you manage to hit him. I have to try it out. Yes, cool. What? I'm impressed. So now we have
Careful now.
I guess I have to do this one. Deal with him.
As expected.
And just leave it with 7 HP. Give me that level up.
Another step forward.
Yes. Give me that level up. And now I will just go this way and try to hit him. Don't miss, please. Oh no, no, no. But actually, no. Oh. Well, we all almost died here. But ally face to the rescue.
What the? Aren't you Gerald the Bladebreaker?
Yes, it is.
What's a renowned mercenary like you doing here?
Killing you. That's all.
I'm the
And don't miss, please. Wait, what? He can't kill him? What? He just straight up do 0 damage to him. What? But I don't want to take any risks, so I'll just try to get rid of him using arrows.
I expected as much.
That's out of points. Huh. And Iron Axe, which is totally useless for Cloud. He didn't use it. Why you do that? Why? You just kill yourself. X in the back is not healthy, you know. I should.
Honestly, what are you accomplishing with that little stunt? It's like you're trying to get me killed, you fool.
You fool. Yeah, you fool.
Fine. After all, if you don't know the value of your own life, you're not going to protect it very well, are you? Of course not. Well then, I guess it's up to me to guide you from now on, right? You can call me Sothis, but I'm also known as the beginning.
I prefer to call you Sotis because the beginning is just too much. No.
Sothis. Yes, that is it. My name is Sothis. And I am also called the beginning. But who once called me that?
So now you know what your name is, but you don't know who called you that. Seems okay to me.
I was not able to recall my name until just now. And just like that, it came to me. How odd.
How odd indeed.
That look upon your face. Did you think me a child? A mere child who forgot her own name?
Well, you looks like a child.
Phooey.
Not gonna lie.
A child just saved your life. And what does that make you?
And what does that make you? An adult sandwich.
Such arrogance. You look the part, but are you truly an adult? You threw yourself before an axe to save just one young girl.
Because why not?
Yet all is well, as I have stalled the flow of time for now. You would have died had I not intervened.
Cool, thank you. But yeah, I have a question. How in the hell you just stop time? What?
I do not know your gratitude. Perhaps I should force you to leave?
Yes, please. Okay, okay, fine.
Gratitude's so much to ask. I did deem you worth saving after all.
Okay, fine. Thank you for saving me. And now I just leave. Can I leave, please? No, I can't.
Though it is only momentary, time has stopped. However did I manage that?
You don't know how you do that? Well, when the time resumes, it will be the obvious. I will die. So I have a question, a little bit other question. What now?
When time begins again, the axe will tear into your flesh and you will surely meet your end.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. I didn't know that. Yeah.
How rude of you to drag me into this.
Rude.
Now what to do?
Reverse the time, that's all. Just do something and reverse it. So I'll not die. I'll just stay here and wait to die. Well, if the time is stopped, then it will never happen. Just turn it back and that's all.
Of course. I must turn back the hands of time.
And now she will say, but how I must do that? Oh no, never mind.
Yes, I do believe it can be done. You really are quite troublesome.
So what?
I cannot wind back time too far, but all is well. You are aware of what's to come, which means you can protect yourself this time.
Yes, I am.
Now go! Yes, you who bears the flames within. Drift through the flow of time to find the answers that you seek.
But what answers? I don't know. Well, at least for now, but I don't know. Well. Now this axe is not here. Bam. Nope.
Hey, over here.
Only one here who dies is you. Not me. Well, I am already die. And survived. And maybe die again, I don't know.
Did you just...
Did you just dies? Yes.
Knights of Seros are here. We'll cut you down for terrorizing our students.
Hello there.
Hey, the thieves are running away. Go after them.
Because they're scared of me. Bam, bam.
The students seem to be unharmed. And who's this?
Who's this?
Why him?
I guess they are a good friends. Very good friends. Stage complete. 7 turns, that's... Oh, MVP is me. Great. 7 turns, I probably can complete the stage faster. But I won't. Yeah, let me save this. Must deployed.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Captain Gerald? It is you. Goodness, it's been ages.
Oh no. I guess this guy will be a pain in the one place.
Don't you recognize me? It's Alois.
Alois!
Right-hand man. Well, that's how I always thought of myself anyway.
Alois!
Oh, it must have been 20 years ago that you went missing without a trace. I always knew you were still alive.
20 years? That's a lot.
You haven't changed a bit, Alois. Just as loud as ever. And drop that captain nonsense. I'm not your captain anymore.
Allowed it is, yeah.
These days, I'm just a wandering mercenary. One who has work to do. Goodbye, old friend.
Right. Goodbye, Captain.
He just like, oh yeah, hello. I'm glad to see you. Now, bye. I'm leaving.
Wait, that isn't how this ends. I insist that you return to the monastery with me.
Really?
Garrig Mach Monastery. I suppose this was inevitable.
Garag Mach Monastery.
And how about you, kid? Are you the captain's child?
Hell no. I'm a bandit, yeah. But I will say that, yeah, I was.
Is that so? Well, physical differences aside, your mannerisms do remind me of the captain.
Do remind. Cool.
I'd love for you to see the monastery too. You will join me, won't you?
But why me though? Okay, fine.
What's troubling you, Captain? You aren't about to run off again, are you?
I guess he is. Want to do that again.
Even I wouldn't dare run from the Knights of Seros.
Fair point.
The Knights of Seros. They do seem rather skilled. Ah, it seems your presence is required. Get going.
So she speaks in my head. Now I'm going crazy. Great.
I appreciate your help back there. Your skill is beyond question. You're clearly an experienced mercenary. And your father, that would be Gerald, the Blade Breaker?
Sort of.
Former captain
Maybe
of
yes, maybe not.
Seros, oft praised as the strongest knight to ever live. Have I missed anything?
Yeah, Knights of Saros. Who the hell is this?
You haven't heard of the Knights of Saros? The most famous order of knights in all of Fodlan.
Yes, I don't hear about them.
Hey, you are coming with us to the monastery, right? Of course you are. I'd love to bend your ear as we travel.
Don't bend my ears,
I
please.
should mention that the three of us are students of the Officers Academy at Garreg-Mach Monastery.
Garreg-Mach Monastery. Cool.
We were doing some training exercises when those bandits attacked. I definitely got the worst of it.
Are you sure?
That would be because you ran off.
That's just born right here.
Too true. I was the first to make a strategic retreat.
Oh yes, 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 yes. Strategic retreat, quote unquote. Yes, for
Everything
sure.
would have worked out if these two had
100
followed
times.
me and ruined everything.
First one who ruined everything was you because you ran off.
Because of them, every single one of those bandits chased after us. Utterly ridiculous.
Oh,
Ah, so that's what you were thinking, Claude. And here I thought you were acting as a decoy for the sake of us all.
well, it might be it. He might acting as a decoy.
His intentions were as clear as day. You will prove a lacking ruler if you cannot see the truth behind a person's words.
And now they all just roast everyone else.
You will prove a lacking ruler yourself if you look for deceit behind every word and fail to trust those whom you rely on.
Yep. Roast everyone.
Joy. A royal debate between their highnesses. I wonder how being completely predictable affects one's ability to wield power.
Got him.
Personally, as the embodiment of distrust, I'd say your little exchange smacks of naivete.
Me, naive. Tell me, are you actually incapable of keeping quiet? Or is your lack of self-awareness a condition of some sort?
It only was a few minutes and they just start to argue with each other. Cool.
In any case, forgive our digression. I must speak with you if you can spare a moment. The way you held your ground against the bandits' leader was captivating.
Captivating.
You never lost control of the situation. It showed me I still have much to learn.
Well, that's easy because I can look at everything that happens just from the skies, and you can't. So you can't control the situation better than me because you can't look the way I can. I don't know what I said. What I said right now.
Your skill is precisely why I must ask you to consider lending your services to the Empire.
Now this.
I might as well tell you now. I am no mere student. I am also the Adrestian Empire's...
Halt, Edelgard. Please allow me to finish my own proposition. The Holy Kingdom of Fargus is in dire need of exceptional individuals like yourself.
Something tells me that Claude will tell us something like this as well.
Please, do consider returning to the kingdom with me.
Whoa there, you two sure are hasty. Trying to recruit someone you just met. Tactless, really.
Yeah, I guess I was right.
I was personally planning to develop a deep and lasting friendship on our journey back to the monastery before begging for favors. But it seems there's no time for niceties in this world. So, capable stranger, let's get right to it.
Yeah,
Where does your allegiance lie?
he's gone the same way.
It seems one's place of birth is quite significant to them. Yet they are so impressed by you that you may take your pick. Well,
Take it. So I have to choose someone. So Adrestian Empire, it's this girl, Edelgard. Holy Kingdom of Fargus was Dimitri, and Lancaster Alliance is Claude. You know what? I will go with Adrestian Empire.
A wise choice. Though the Empire has fallen from its former glory, the other regions are merely offshoots that pale in comparison.
And you will still continue to roast everyone else, huh?
All right, that's enough with the small talk. It's time to head back to the monastery.
Yeah, it's time to head back. But Alois, I have a favor to ask you for. Don't speak too much, please.
Looks like we'll have to pick this up another time.
My, they are in such a hurry. You know, each of the three is most unique.
Most unique. Elegant, she's a refined young woman. But I feel as though she's always evaluating. I think she was always evaluating me. Dimitri seems quite sincere, but I sense darkness lurking beneath. And Claude. His easy smile is striking, but that smile doesn't reach his eyes. Dead inside because...
Yes, I thought the same. I am so sleepy. Was weird.
Why you again goes to sleep? Why? Tell me.
I may be sleeping.
You may be sleeping, but you are sleeping. Yo. Oh, sorry. You just sleep a lot. Not gonna lie. White clouds.
White clouds. Great tree moon. 3 houses.
Okay, game speak for myself. Cool.
The icy winds of the Agma Mountains have begun to scatter, and the verdant fields once again spring to life across Fodlan, heralding the start of a new year. As they celebrate the dawning year, the people pray that they may realize their full potential, just as a tiny sprout hopes to one day grow into a great tree.
That's a nice picture.
The continent of Fodlan, said to be protected by a revered goddess, has existed since time immemorial. 3 ruling powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian Empire. Beyond its borders,
There's an empire.
to the frigid north, is the home of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family and
Fargus.
descendants.
So there's Dimitri. Cool.
To the east, a league of nobles that heeds no king nor emperor rules what is called the Leicester Alliance. Once consumed by a tempest of war and turmoil, Fodlan and these 3 mighty powers now exist in relative harmony.
Oh, Leicester Alliance, not Leicester Alliance. Okay, fine. So they all live in a somewhat harmony.
This will be your first time at the monastery. I'd be happy to show you around.
It really is Fodlan in a nutshell. The good and the bad.
Like it or not, we'll be there soon enough.
I want to see it, and there you are. Yes. It's big. And looks like Hogwarts.
There it is. Garrick Mach Monastery.
Garrick Mach. Cool name. Garrick Mach Monastery. That is for sure a cool name. Hello. So yeah, this is basically Hogwarts. It looks like Hogwarts. It's, well, it's not sounds like Hogwarts, but still. And this is a Ray, I suppose.
I wonder, did the flow of time bring you here?
Actually, yes, because without the flow of time, I will be long dead. Flow of time bring you here? Yes.
It's been years since I've last set eyes on this place. To be forced to see her now.
Yeah, he was. He's been before here.
I've never spoken of this to you before, but many years ago, I was a knight here.
Many years ago, I was a knight. And then I just ran away for 20 years. Cool.
I reported to the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Archbishop.
The majority of folks in Fodlan are devout followers of the teachings of Seros. The leader of that ridiculously large religious organization is the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Thank you for your patience, General. My name is Setet. I am an advisor to the Archbishop.
Hi, Sedat. Advisor. You looks fine.
Right. Hello.
Yes. Manners just all over the place. Just say, right, hello. Hello, yeah. Now get out of here.
It has been a long time, Gerald. I wonder, was it the will of the goddess that we have another chance meeting like this?
Maybe yes, and maybe not. And maybe you will hate the goddess after this meeting, because it's me, hello.
Forgive my silence all these years. Much has happened since we last spoke.
Yes, for after 20 years, not much, but very much might happen.
So I see. The miracle of fatherhood has blessed you. That is your child, is it not?
Nope.
Yes. Born many
Well,
years
yes,
after I left
fine.
this place. I wish I could introduce you to the mother of my child, but I'm afraid we lost her to illness.
Oh. Wait. Is my character is it really his child? Or it's just something like a cover up?
I see. My condolences. As for you, I heard of your valiant efforts from Alois. What is your name?
Alois, I like this name. My name is John Cena!
A fine name indeed.
Yeah, fine name. John Cena is a fine name, yes, for sure.
From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for saving those students of the Officers' Academy. Gerald, you already know what it is I wish to say, do you not?
And what is exactly?
You want me to rejoin the Knights of Seros, don't you? I won't say no, but
Join the Knights of Seros. Because if you don't want to do that, I'll kill you.
Your apprehension stings. I had expected that Alois would have already asked this of you. I must step away for now, but I expect they will desire a word with you soon. Please listen carefully to what they have to say. Until tomorrow, farewell.
Until tomorrow, farewell. Okay, bye. So what we have to do now?
I can't believe it.
I don't
Forced
know.
back into the Knights of Seros.
Which, well, Gerald, I can tell you this thing. You will not be forced back into the Knights of Seros if we just say to these three peoples, just, I don't know who you are, get out of here. Simple. But you just say that we cannot abandon the village and we are forced to just save them. So now you're complaining that you are forced back into the Knights of Seros. That's the consequences of your actions.
I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Looks like I'll be stuck here for a while. And I'm afraid your services are requested as well.
I must walk here? Oh, hell no. No. As a servant, hell no.
That. They want you to teach, by the sound of it.
That's even worse. They want you to teach. If they want me to teach, well, I have some bad news and some even more bad news, because teacher out of me will be not good. Not good at all.
You heard those brats earlier talking about the Officers' Academy, right?
Yeah, they talk about that, so what?
Well, the academy just happens to be short a professor.
Pretty cool. So you have this whole Hogwarts-like monastery and you don't have enough professors? What is this? Why? I don't know.
And apparently that damned Alois went and recommended you to Lady Rhea.
Okay, I don't even surprised that this was by Alois' hand. Because he can just tell everyone that this boy just can do anything. And everyone, I guess, believes it. Damn Alois. Ah.
So, you must be the new professor. My, how stern and handsome you are.
Hello there. Hello there.
No. I'm not the one you're looking for.
Well, it's actually will be better if you are the one that she's looking for, Gerald. Me as a professor? No.
You can handle things from here. Good luck. And watch out for Lady Rhea.
Why?
I don't know what she's thinking, making you a professor like this. She may be up to something. Stay on your guard.
Up to something? That's suspicious. But we'll see.
Oh, it's you then? So young.
So young, yes.
Competence and age are not necessarily correlated, as you well know.
Oh, I already like this guy. This man. He has some manners going on here. Competence and age are not necessarily correlated, as you well know.
I am Hanneman, a Crest Scholar and Professor at the Officers' Academy.
Nice to meet you. I'm Heineman. Jamie Heineman. Excuse me, I just remembers about Mythbusters. Well, if Jamie Heineman looks like this in Mythbusters, I will not complain at all.
I wonder if you bear a crest of your own. When next you have a moment to spare, I insist that you pay me a visit so we can delve into the subject further.
A crest? What is this? Something like spooky magic stuff or what?
I'm Manuela. I'm a professor, a physician, a songstress, and available. It's nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you too, but last portion of first sentence was not required, you know? It's nice to meet you for sure, but available? That's the question to Gerald, please. Well, she said that she's both. She's physician and songstress at the same time. Let's ask about songstress first.
Of course. Before I came here, I belonged to a renowned opera company.
That's interesting.
Perhaps you've heard of me? The Middlefranc Opera Company is beautiful, peerless.
Mittelfrank opera companies. Never heard of that.
Spare our colleague the needless chatter, Manuel.
Heineman to the rescue.
Now then, it seems you'll be taking charge of one of the Academy's 3 houses.
One of the Academy's 3
I
houses.
expect you haven't yet been briefed on the nature of each, have you?
Yeah.
Do you really not know? Fine. I'll do you a favor and explain.
Okay, explain please.
The Officers' Academy is comprised of 3 houses of students, each of which is closely affiliated with its region of origin.
So these houses are somehow resembles where all of the students come from.
The Black Eagle
Fine.
House is for students from the Adrestian Empire.
Black Eagle House. I like this name.
Their house leader this year is Edelgard, the Imperial Princess, who is in line to be the next Emperor.
Whoa, 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 whoa. So this young lady is just, well, princess. But our princess was is another castle. Actually, no. She's here, in this very castle, which is called Garek Mach Monastery, or whatever this is.
The Blue Lion is for students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
Blue Lion. Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Holy Kingdom.
Their house leader this year is Prince Dmitri.
Prince Dmitri.
To be the next king of Fargus.
Prince Dmitri. It's actually easier for me to say in Russian this name because it sounds so similar to Dmitri. So I will call him that way. Okay, alright, we have another one who is the next king, this time of Fargus.
Lastly, there is the Golden Deer House, which is for students of the Leicester Alliance.
Oh, Leicester Alliance. So it's just spelled like this. So it's not Leicester Alliance. The more you know. Golden Deer House. At least it looks cool.
Their house leader is Claude, grandson to Duke Regan, the leader of the Alliance.
Alright, Claude is a grandson. And he's the next leader, yeah?
To think that the next emperor, king, and sovereign duke are all here. It certainly is a promising year for the academy.
So yeah, they're all next emperor, king, or whatever. Promising year indeed. And from this point, this promising year will go downhill because you want me as a professor. I'll tell that once more, that it's a bad idea to have me as a professor, because it's a bad idea. You shouldn't want me as a professor. I will teach anything but.
I'll say. I just hope none of those little treasures cause any trouble.
They will. I'm sure of it. They will. And me as well will cause some troubles.
Quite. For now, I suggest taking a stroll around the academy to get your bearings. And when you've a moment, please stop by my research laboratory.
Yeah, I'll come to your laboratory, because for now you're only person that actually
The old man has a point.
seems like
keep in mind that I've only notified the house leader
quite account.
for our new professor.
I don't know how to spell this.
It's more fun that way.
So yeah, Hillman just the person that I want to talk more, because he's most normal out there. I want to notify the house leaders that you're our new professor. It's more fun that way. Oh, so no one else knew that
I suggest you try spending time with the students. Some odd ducks in that bunch, but they're good kids.
Good kids.
I'm sure Lady Rhea will have more information for you tomorrow, but that should get you going. Good luck. You'll need it.
Oh yes, I'll need good luck. A lot of good luck.
Of changing your mind, Rhea? Appointing a stranger, a child no less, as a professor at our esteemed academy is...
I have made my decision, Sedith.
Oh, there's some debates going on here. How interesting.
I know worrying comes naturally to you, but there is truly no need. That stranger is Gerald's flesh and blood, after all.
Probably not, but for now, let it be that way.
I can't say that's all too comforting. How trustworthy is this Gerald character? Is he not the man who went missing after the Great Fire 21 years ago?
Great Fire 21 years ago. Yeah, that's a lot of time, but what is this Great Fire? Now I want to know what is this Great Fire. Huh?
To remind you that Flame is now here with us as well. I beg of you, please consider whether this is an unnecessary risk.
Well, Sedith has some points. Oh.
Sedith.
Привет. Привет, Шеги. Привет, привет.
Let that be enough for you as well.
Я в этом хочу убедиться, потому что к Fire Emblem у меня в целом отношения исключительно хорошие. Fire Emblem Fates я уже проходил, по крайней мере, одну из 3 его развилок. И все никак не пройду вот эту игру. Конкретно Fire Emblem Free House, потому что, я не знаю, я что-то игру взял пару лет назад, и что-то как-то до нее так и не добирался. Решил, что пора бы ее пройти. Насколько как я понимаю, чтобы пройти ее прям, по сути, полноценно, нужно будет сыграть за все 3 дома по очереди. Сначала за один, потом за второй, потом за третий. Наверное. Бернадет. Suspicious individual.
We cannot ignore those who harbor ill will toward the church. especially if they are frequenting Garrick Mach.
Гарагмак.
Yes, that matter is of great importance as well. I shall continue my investigation.
Ну, понятное дело, что выбор дома влияет несколько на сюжетку. Но больше... New Game Plus 6 раз? О. А так или иначе, я стараюсь избегать любых спойлеров по этой игре, поэтому что будет происходить, я не знаю, и по возможности не спойлери, пожалуйста. Надо сохраниться, наверное, сейчас здесь. Сохранить игру. Поэтому аккумулятор-то нормально на геймпаде? Наверное. Ты грузишься с картриджа. Чё так долго грузить? Чему так долго грузиться тут? Окей. А, понятно. Аниме. Поэтому. Займемся исследованиями почти Хогвартса. И вот они все здесь. Ном. Some magic. Вот этот сонный чувак — это я. Fight me. У него есть навык. Он умеет. Снова она. Правый стик камера, плюс-минус зум, BY бегать. Если не знаешь, что делать, смотри на левую часть экрана. Там подсказочки. Пока я могу делать вот так. Зум. Go fast. На самом деле это больше похоже на дежаву. Я могу перемещаться спокойно, медленно, а могу и go nuts. Да, я буду обучать здесь. Это плохая идея, я вам скажу сразу, потому что какой из меня, блин, учитель? Какой из меня учитель? Плохая идея. Ознакомиться с тем, что вокруг. Конечно, я возьму этот квест, почему бы нет? Квесты даются мне кем угодно вокруг этого, короче, в пределах этого монастыря. Те, которые могут дать таск, обозначаются соответствующими иконками. Можно открыть меню, чтобы посмотреть и прочее. Алоис! Я больше чем удивлен, что я это сказал. Кто тебя за язык тянул, Алоис, а? Понятно. У них был кто-то другой на примете, но он сбежал во время той заварушки с бандитами.
Go around the monastery and see that you greet everyone.
Go around the monastery. Wait, what is this? What's here? Целое ничего. Whole lot of nothing. First floor. Оу. Надо так переходить, оказывается. Ладно. Миникарта в верхнем правом углу. Да, это все очевидно. О! That's a big place. Ха. Тот самый холл. Он выглядит как холл из Хогвартса. Ну, серьезно. В котором никого нет. В котором никого нет. Какие-то отметки есть? Прогрузочки. Ха? Я удивлен, что от такого количества людей игра что-то подтормаживает, лол. Ха. Так. Hello. Hi. Hi. Hi.
So, you've accepted a teaching position here. Pity. I was hoping you would lend your strength to the Empire. I never properly introduced myself, did I? My name is Edelgard von Hresburg.
Nice to meet you, yeah.
I am the princess and heir apparent of the Adrestian Empire.
I know that as well.
Tasked with leading the Black Eagles. I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about any of the Black Eagles?
Yeah, tell me more. Yep, Edelgard is you? Yeah.
Well, some think I'm a bit distant, arrogant even, but there's little to be done. One day I must rise to become Adrestia's next emperor. What else? Well, it seems to me that we may have similar personalities.
Not much, I should say. Hello. No, I don't want to ask again. Defining ability, Imperial lineage. Multiplies experience earned by 1.2. Oh, 20%. Cool. What else we have? Hubert. Hello.
Hubert is the heir of Marquis Vestra. He has served me since I was a child. You may think his blood runs a bit cold, but actually that's rather accurate. Still, if you can get past that, you'll see he's quite astute and reasonable.
And reasonable. And menacing. Look at this. Officer duty grants might +5 with gambits. Gambits is a weapon, I guess.
For some reason, he thinks of me as a bitter rival and is always trying to challenge
Ferdinand.
me. It's terribly irritating.
Challenging. He just says, I challenge you.
This is that of Duke Ire, which produces Adrestia's prime ministers. That family is, perhaps, too pleased with its own status.
That's nothing bad. Why not? Why not?
He's remarkably intelligent,
Linhardt.
but he only wishes to apply himself to tasks that particularly interest him, and nothing else. He's also fond of, well, napping.
He loves to sleep. Yeah, I understand him.
Had any work ethic or sense of
Just
duty to
yes.
speak of, I suppose he would be destined to become an
Sleep is
official of
just
the Empire.
good. You like to sleep? We'll be a good friends, because I am also like to sleep. Kaspar.
He's the second son of Count Bergles. He has no inheritance in his future, which is perhaps why he's always so eager to prove himself. He's overly energetic and rushes headfirst into any battle. If he ends up in your care, be sure to keep a close eye on him.
How about no? Ability born fighter. Adjacent foes suffer avoid -10 during combat. That's cool. I should keep an eye on him.
She's Count Varley's only daughter. I suppose you could say she's a bit eccentric, but she seems like a gentle soul. I believe she's shut herself away in her quarters and doesn't care to leave, but don't worry. I'll make sure she finds her way to class.
And this is Bernadette. There you are. Persecution complex. Grants attack +5 when units is not at full HP. Wow, yeah, that's interesting. Dorothy.
Few commoners
Dorothy.
have joined the Black Eagle House, but Dorothea is an exception.
Dorothea. Dorothy. Проще говоря.
She's a songstress from a famous opera company in the Empire. I'm not entirely sure what brought her to the Officers' Academy.
So we have one more songstress. Great. Because of course we come here not to fight, but sing something. Cool.
To the west of
Now,
Fogland
Petra,
is an
who are you?
archipelago called Bridget. Petra is the granddaughter of their king. Bridget is a vassal state of the Empire, which is how she came to be enrolled here. She's incredibly smart and studious.
Incredibly smart. Hunter's Bone grants crit plus 20 when false HP is lower than 50%. 20% chance to crit? Okay, that's
So, you've
cool.
I am the
Yeah.
I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone.
Oh, there's nothing. There is not a quest from you, is it? Oh, I see someone.
Okay.
There's a cat. There's a cat. Look at him. This one. This is a cat. And he probably does meow. Probably not. A gatekeeper.
Greetings! You must be the new professor. What a pleasure.
Yes, I am.
For me, my job is to stand here at this glorious entrance and leisurely watch over the comings and goings of everyone. Make folks smile, you know?
Make folks smile.
And by that, I mean to vigilantly guard this entrance with my very life. No levity whatsoever. As of now, nothing to report.
Okay, you're doing a great job, gatekeeper. Keep going. Who? What are you? I can go past? Fine. I don't need that. Can I talk to you? Nope, I can't. This is Claude, I found you. Found him. Yes. They're all doing something.
Well, scored a teaching gig here, did you? Talk about a great first impression.
I don't want to be a teacher. I was forced to do that.
I guess that means I'd better introduce myself properly. I'm Claude von Regan.
Claude von Regan. Nice to meet you.
I'm from the ruling house of the Leicester Alliance, but don't worry too much about all that madness.
Leicester Alliance.
I'm guessing you don't know which class you'll be teaching yet, do you? I bet you'd like ours. We're not as difficult as the other two.
Something tells me that you're all difficult.
Have you met the folks from the Golden Deer House yet? Care to know more about anyone?
Yeah, tell me. Claude is you, hello.
Piqued your interest, have I? As luck would have it, I'm pretty curious about you as well. But what's life without a bit of mystery? Let's just spend the next year or so learning about each other little by little.
Little by little. Hi. I guess they all have this multiplies experience earned by 1.2. That's good to know.
He's the heir of Gloucester territory. If you haven't already picked up on it, he's a bit arrogant and fancies himself a ladies' man. That said, deep down he's really devoted and honest. Though I wouldn't mind never hearing him talk about his noble obligations ever again.
But he will talk. Something tells me. Distinguished House. Unit deals 2 extra damage while in formation with the battalion. Okay. Raphael. Hello.
He comes from a merchant family.
You're big.
His parents died in an accident. Seems like he's had a rough life.
A rough life for sure.
Despite all that, he's just about the most cheerful guy you'll ever meet. His passions are training, eating, and actually that's about it.
And eating once more. Ability Goodie Basket. Chance to recover up to 10% of max HP at the start of each turn. Trigger percent. Luck statistic. So for now he has 6% of chance to recover up to 10%. It's not much, but still something.
He's the second son of a merchant family.
Ignatz.
Since his brother will inherit the business, he's training to become a knight. If you ask me, it doesn't seem like he truly wants to be a knight. He's probably just doing it to please his parents.
Well, yeah, you can tell that he doesn't want to be a knight. Not so. It's not. Will be well for him. Other classes, sure. Knight. Don't know.
Lysithea is the daughter of Count Ardelia, and is probably the youngest student here.
Youngest?
Watch out. She gets angry if you treat her like a child. As for me, I do it on purpose. You have to make your own fun in this place, you know?
Treat her like a child and she just go mad. Because she is a child. And now I will get killed because she is mad. This ability is actually cool. Double skill experience earned in battle. So she can get skills upgraded much faster than everyone else. 2 times faster actually.
Marianne is Margrave Edmund's daughter, and that's pretty much all I know about her. She doesn't interact much with other students, so I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of folks here have never even heard her speak.
Yeah, she seems quiet, so maybe we'll find out. What is she thinking about? And even maybe makes her talk. I don't know. Animal Friend. Unit recovers up to 20% of max HP at the start of each turn when adjusting to a cavalry or flying ally. So she can tank a lot of damage and just be okay with it, because at each turn she will recover one fifth of her health. Nice.
Hilda is the only daughter of Duke Goneril. It seems her father and brother coddle her quite a bit. If you look up lazy in the dictionary, her picture won't be there because she never got around to sitting. Not too unusual for a noble, I guess.
So she is lazy, but so lazy that can find her photo in the dictionary because she was too lazy to submit it. Lazy, cool.
Leone enrolled because she wants to be a mercenary. I think she said that her father is a hunter. She's pretty blunt and as stingy as they come. A habitual saver, too. I think she's hoping to repay her village for helping to send her here.
Rivalry. If a male ally is adjusted, unit deals 2 extra damage and takes 2 less damage during combat. Nice. You have some quite nice abilities here in your students. Another cat. Hello. Oh. Look at it. Look at him. Just lying around. That's cute. Even more cats. Oh.
Hello.
Dmitri, hello.
Please accept my apologies for the other day. You came to our aid, yet I hadn't even the courtesy to properly introduce myself.
You all didn't do that, so that's fine.
I am Dmitri Alexandra Blathid, Crown Prince of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
Dmitri Alexander Bladed. That's a weird name. Quite a weird name. At first it's easy to spell, and then Bladed comes in, and yeah, that's the end of it. Crown Prince of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
Of course, at the academy I am simply a student. And I've heard word that you are to become a professor here.
I was forced to do that.
Delightful news. I still have much to learn, but I'm confident I could benefit greatly from your guidance.
You still think that that's delightful news? No, it is not. And you will see why quite soon.
In any case, welcome to the monastery.
Yeah, thank you.
I hear you're investigating the different houses here. Did any of the Blue Lions catch your attention?
I want to know everything about everyone, so tell me.
Me? Oh,
Me?
Please forgive me. It's difficult to open up on the spot, don't you think? I'm afraid my story has not been a pleasant one. I do hope that doesn't color your view of me, but I understand if that can't be helped.
Then tell me your story. And he proceeds to not tell me. Fine. Did you? What is it?
Dew was born in Dusker and has been loyally working in my service for the past 4 years.
Another servant?
He's rather taciturn, but once you get to know him, you'll see he's a kind and good-natured young man.
That's good to know. Hello? Staunch shield. If unit takes no action except wait, grants +4 defense for 1 turn. 4 defense means 4 less damage. Well, sort of. Yeah.
Felix is the heir to House Fraldarius. He has a bit of a sharp tongue, but don't let that fool you. Deep down, he's a good guy.
This is
He
Felix.
gravitates toward people who are skilled. Perhaps you would enjoy a friendly competition with him sometime.
Perhaps he will force me into this friendly competition as soon as he see me. Lone Wolf. Lone Wolf. Unit deals 5 extra damage when no battalion is assigned or when battalion endurance is 0. What's this battalion thing? Well, I don't know for now. I will know that later.
He's the adoptive son of Lord Lenato of Castle Gaspar, but I hear he was born a commoner.
Adoptive son.
He has an extremely earnest personality, so I'm certain he will approach your lectures with great enthusiasm.
Okay, cool. At least someone will do that, because everyone else just runs away. A lockpick allows you to open doors and chests without keys. Wow. That's just wow. Sylvain.
Sylvain is the heir to House Gautier. He is a capable person who highly values his friends. That said, well, he's always been a bit of a skirt chaser, so to speak. Pardon my bluntness. I speak with him about it often, but it doesn't seem to help.
Philander. If a female ally is adjacent, unit deals 2 extra damage and takes 2 less damage during combat. I guess I see some similar ability before. Skirt chaser. Ha! Well, that's happened. So don't place him around these 3. Actually no, place him around these girls.
I hear she was born to imperial nobility, but a twist of fate brought her to the kingdom.
Imperial nobility, but kingdom. Ha!
She may seem carefree on the surface, but she's actually a kind soul who pays careful attention to everyone around her.
Well, you can see that. Sort of. Live to serve. When healing an ally with white magic, unit recovers the same amount of HP. Oh! Great.
Annette is Baron Dominic's niece. She is a talented student who scored extremely high marks at the Royal School of Sorcery.
She has some brains.
She's cheerful and hardworking. Brilliant, really. Though she can be a bit oblivious at times. I hear she caused an explosion in the kitchen last night.
That happens. That's not a big deal. Just a little bit of explosion. Why not? Why not? Destroy everything. That's fine.
Ingrid is Count Galatia's daughter. She is also a childhood friend of Felix, Sylvain, and myself. She is diligent, industrious, and principled. In truth, she is more knightly than most knights you will ever meet.
More knightly than most knights. Lady Knight grants might +3 and hit +5 with gambits. Most knightliest knight I have ever seen. Ha.
I appreciate your effort.
Oh. Quest complete. Yes. I get something. Yeah, I will return to the audience chamber. and make a
Are you
choice.
enjoying your time at the academy thus far? I hope you have found our halls brimming with the vitality of well-intentioned souls.
Well, yeah, I must say, that's true.
I suppose it is time for you to take charge of one of our 3 houses of students.
Time to choose.
I must note that I am personally against entrusting someone as lacking in trackable history as yourself with such a task. But it is as the Archbishop desires.
You have a point, and I totally agree with you. But this is Archbishop desires, so I am forced to do that. Now we have to choose our destiny.
The black eagles, the blue lions, and the golden deer. All so different. I hope you've made it a point to get to know each of them.
Since you are new here, we have decided to allow you first pick. Manuela and I will take charge of the remaining 2 houses.
Oh, so I choose first, then they will choose between 2 remaining. Which house will I choose? Wait, what is this? Adrestian Empire Black Eagle House. A house for students from the Adrestian Empire. Many are nobility and most of them use magic. Holy Kingdom of Phyrgos, Blue Lion House. A house for students from the Kingdom of Phyrgos. Most value chivalry and excel at military arts. And Leicester Alliance Golden Deer House. As per regional tradition, many are skilled archers. You know what? I'll pick Black Eagle House.
So you have chosen the Black Eagles led by Edelgard, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Your heart has made its choice then. All I ask is that you guide these open minds with virtue, care, and sincerity.
You still can change your mind, Ria. Because I'll tell you again, that's a bad decision.
They are all promising youths who bear the weight of Fodlan's future upon their shoulders. I hope you appreciate what an honor it is to lead them.
Honor it is.
Oh, I am so sincerely sorry.
Hello?
I did not mean to interrupt.
I'm in the middle of something, Flame. Is it urgent?
No, it's nothing.
Middle of the something.
More importantly, who is this?
It's me.
This is our newest professor at the Academy.
Oh my! A new addition to the Officers Academy. I am so very pleased to meet you, Professor.
Hello there, hello.
I am Sedith's little sister, Flame. I am so happy to make your acquaintance.
Let us focus on the topic at hand. There is something you should be aware of.
And what is it?
In a few days' time, there will be a mock battle between the 3 houses, intended to gauge the current progress of the students.
Interesting.
We will be using this battle as an opportunity to ascertain your own abilities as well. Please do not disappoint the Archbishop. That is all.
That is all. I'll try it. I'll try my best.
Wait, so our new professor is you? I didn't see that one coming.
And now you see that this is coming.
Easy, Caspar. Aren't you being a bit rude?
You know it's a waste of time to expect politeness from him.
That's fine. That's okay.
It will be a pleasure learning from you, Professor.
Are you sure about that?
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to take a nap.
That's me. Linhard just is me. No doubts. Hello, it's nice to meet you. I'm going to sleep.
Don't look at me like that. Oh, and please don't talk to me too much either.
I'm sorry for the chaos you've walked into.
Chaos ensues. And I only will add more. I'm happy with that.
I hear we are rather close in age, Professor. I hope you do not mind if we treat you like one of us.
Absolutely not.
In our class, we try to treat each other as equals, despite any differences in age or status. Personally, I would love to include you in that inner circle.
That's a great idea. I'll take it. I don't mind it at all. Yes.
You have a gut, Professor. I will take great joy from your teachings.
Petra, I believe you mean to say that our professor has guts. That's a bit different from having a gut. You can't go around saying someone so slim and attractive has a gut.
Has a gut.
Oh, please take my apologies. I have not yet mastered this language.
It happens, that's okay.
Professor, I want you to know that it's perfectly acceptable for you to treat me as you do the others.
I will. If you say so.
I may be the Imperial Princess, but here at the Academy, I'm just another student.
And here at the Academy, I'm just a professor. Horrible professor, but still.
That said, know that I have high expectations of you, and high hopes. But I'm certain you can lead the Black Eagle House to greatness.
We'll see.
Sure. Now let's break the ice with a training session. I want to see our new teacher in action.
Oh yes, I said that before. He's find me, and now he's find a training session with me.
Why will the ice be broken? Is this a custom I have missed in my studies?
Not real ice, just the ice of, well, it just means let's get to know each other.
I don't want to train. Let's stay in the classroom and learn from a book.
Let's all calm down and have a nice cup of tea, how about? Doesn't that sound lovely, Professor?
I will take a cup of tea any day of the week. Yes, please, thank you. I will not say anything. Linhard, just sleep.
I know we all agree to treat each other as equals, but there is a limit to what I can tolerate. The esteemed Black Eagle House requires order.
Looks like your first job will be to quiet down this racket. I don't envy you.
So chaos ensues, yeah.
They're not normally this rowdy. I do hope you can manage, Professor.
Well, I tried. I will try my best. But don't guarantee anything. Combat arts are... yeah, I know that. Units learn no combat arts when their weapon skill levels go up. There are no combat arts for reason or faith. Those skills grant magic instead. Oh, there are no combat arts for reason or faith. Those skills grant magic instead. Powerful techniques. That gives me something. New place to explore in the monastery. Oh, cool. 1000 gold from the Church of Ceros as funding for this month's activities. Great.
Say, while you're here, I'd like to use this device I designed to determine whether the power of a crest resides within you.
Oh, it's time to...
Won't hurt a bit. Promise.
It's time to know about that. Crest power, whatever this is. Hedman, I'm all yours.
You don't know about crests? Well,
yeah.
Allow me to tell you everything. Absolutely everything about them. Is your calendar clear? This will take a while.
Tell me everything. I'm ready for it.
Crests are a fascinating topic, but before one can dive deeply into said topic, one must first understand what crests are. They are power incarnate.
Power incarnate. Okay.
Said to have been bestowed upon humans by the goddess countless ages ago. They exist within the flesh and are passed down through bloodlines. Those who carry crests may excel at magic, display exceptional strength, or any number of boons.
Or do basically everything.
Each crest has its own power, the nature of which is beyond mortal understanding. For now. I suspect as much, yes. But we won't know for sure unless I look into the matter.
So I might not have it at all. Someone tells me that I have something.
As I said, crests are passed down through the blood. However, just because someone carries a crest does not necessarily mean their descendants will inherit it as well.
Interesting.
Only a scarce few descendants of a crest's bloodline end up inheriting that crest's power.
So it's quite rare power.
Perhaps one of your ancestors bore a crest, and you just happen to inherit it. That is how a crest usually presents itself, after all.
It just appears, just like, hello, I'm here. Hi. Yeah, find it out.
Yes.
Do it.
I'll get to the bottom of it straight away. Now then, please go ahead and hold out your arm over this device here.
Let's try.
What is this?
What is this?
A pattern I've never seen before. Is it possible an as yet undiscovered crest has been detected?
Mysteries.
To think there are still crests out there that even I am unaware of. How thrilling!
Oh yeah. So now I have a crest that he doesn't know about anything. It might be good, it might be horrible.
Pardon my unrestrained jubilation. I have much to consider. You may leave now.
I understand your unrestrained jubilation because
I have more research to do.
that's exciting when you
Yes, so very much more research.
when you discover something new.
For now, your work here is done.
My work here was just take my hand and place it on this device. That's all. I don't do anything else.
What could this line here be indicating? Perhaps it represents a lack of symmetry. Or perhaps. What in the world? Oh, I see. It may be connected to that, but to a greater degree than usual.
I don't understand what he's speaking about. Yeah, I should go. It's just I don't know what he's talking about. This line here, here, and here, which means that probably I will just kill everyone in the end.
Each moon, professors of the Officers Academy receive a schedule for the month ahead. It notes the days on which events and missions will take place that month. Pay careful attention to your schedule, so that you may thoughtfully plan what you intend to do each month and when.
Okay, the monster schedule features different events on different days. Each week you will have one day off when you may choose an activity from the list. The only option at first will be explore, and then we have something else. Wait, what is this? Today is 27th. Yes. It's a first day off for us. Actions on 427, share a meal, gardening, fishing. Fishing! Oh! And here we have, yep, house rivalry battle. So this is what I can do. And I can read anything about it. So I'll have only thing I have is do seminar. Can I save? Yes I can. Oh, there's our people. And they all at level 1. Roster is just information about everyone else. We have some inventory, but I don't need that at this point. I will explore a little bit. So this is my room. I thought I heard a girl's voice, but I must have been imagining things. Speak with the house professor level E. Yeah, it should be stayed that way. Oh, I can change. No, thank you. I will. It looks exactly the same. There is nothing to change actually, so I'll leave it as it is. A lot of books. And no game consoles, I'm sure about it. Hello?
These are the students' quarters. To better help you supervise them, you also have a room here. Your room is here at the end.
Yeah, I see.
Commoner students also reside on the first floor, while the second is primarily for students of noble birth. As a rule, we try to avoid discrimination based on social status here. but the nobility can be quite insistent when it comes to matters of propriety. Speaking of, it would be best for you to avoid improper conduct. I expect you to set a good example for the students.
I will do as much improper conduct as I can. Now you tell me that. Hello? Hi? Can I talk to you? Nope, I can't. That's unfortunate.
Okay. I'm not too keen on the professor of my class. I really hope to focus more on strategy.
Focus more on strategy.
Maybe I should talk to my professor about transferring to a different class.
Don't even dare to move to my class. Because it will be horrible to you. I can talk to you as well.
I heard about the upcoming mock battle. I want you to know, Professor, that I do not intend to lose.
That's great to
I
hear.
declare my intention to prevail at... Goodness, listen to me. The thrill of competition has carried me away. I won't speak so formally of a class assignment in the future.
That's okay.
Let me know when you are
Don't
hungry. I will make you a quality meal as thanks for your service to His Highness.
Oh, that's...
I have a request.
So I have... Oh. Take this, and as greenhouse keeper... I'll take this.
Hello.
Oh, Hilda and Claude also here.
Hey, Teach. I hear there's gonna be a mock battle between the houses. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit concerned about facing an elite mercenary like you. Maybe take it easy on us. What do you say?
How about no? I'll take you as much as I
Oh,
can.
Professor, have you adjusted to life at the academy yet? Me, I'm still not used to it. I'm not one for all this studying and training.
Yep, you're lazy. And that's
Right.
fine. Where I should go? Speak with your house leader. Yeah, I know that. No. Wrong button. Oh, it's somewhere there. Isn't it? Some cats. Fat one. Ha. So this is another location here. This is where all students sleep. Moving along.
I'm Captain Gerald's first and best apprentice. I can beat anyone, Professor. Even you if I have to.
Okay, try me. Just try me.
It may have been
You know,
only for
try
a
me.
short time, but I learned from the absolute best.
Absolute best. We'll see. We'll see. Actually, literally, I said try me.
Well, there's Dorothea, Hilda, and Mercedes. Lady Rhea's quite the beauty too.
Mhm.
And I must admit, I've even checked out Professor Manuela once or twice. You know, Professor, I think I'm going to like it at the Officers Academy. There are beautiful girls as far as the eye can see. Professor, I've got a small favor to ask.
Try sharing a meal with others in the dining hall. You can even treat someone to their favorite meal. Take the dining staff for details. Oh, this is the quest that was there. Cool. Wait. Oh, hello. Oh, no, not hello. This is Bernadetta, so I can't open the door, isn't it?
I don't like to come out unless I really have to. Hope you're okay with that, Professor. I hope you're...
Yeah, fine. Okay. If you don't want to, then I will not insist. Why are you so nervous about the mock battle? No one will die, so... What's the point of being nervous? What the? Have a problem? Have a problem with that? Hopefully not. Hopefully you don't have a problem. Oh, hello.
Hello there, Professor.
Oh, there's Flynn again.
Well, I call you that, but I am afraid I am not a student here myself. Should the opportunity arise, I would love to become a student and begin my studies in earnest.
You want to become a student? That's cool. That's good.
The monastery is kind enough to provide a sanctuary for my brother and I. He's the only family I have.
That's good for you.
Might you help me with a favor?
That's fishing. Oh. Let's catch some fish. What's this? Oh, that's some quest information. Visit the dining hall to unlock the ability to fast travel. Oh, I can fast travel. That's also good to know. This is dining hall, so I can complete the first task here. First quest. Let's complete it, shall we? I can talk here to Petra, hello.
Professor, I hope you know I am having great abilities for reading and writing. With sadness, I still have struggles with...
Well, I am struggle with that as well, so that's okay.
If my ways of speech are causing a burden, I hope you will have forgiveness.
Way so speak. Yeah, I totally understand you. That's completely fine, so you don't have to...
I'm busy. Do you want something?
Do you want something? I want to talk to you.
I can't right now, but let's fight soon. I look forward to beating
you. Yeah, try me. One more. All of you wants to beat me. Well, try me. Oh, dining stuff. Hey. Today's special. Oh, cool. Select the first person I'd like to share a meal with. Oh. So this one doesn't like it. Wait. So I can basically talk to everyone here. With Manuel as well? No. Hell no. Let's share it with, I don't know. Saggart and Cream. What do we have here? So this three doesn't like it. This one's like it, so yeah. Okay, I can speak with... I can share with anyone actually. That's cool. First person, second person, you. Yeah, I would like.
I think I like this, but it's been a while, so I'm not sure.
Oh, I love this meal. How did you know?
I know that because the game tells me. That's cool. Bonds among the three of you grow stronger. The two you invited are more motivated. They're so much more motivated. No way. They're just like, yes, yes. Oh. That's also yes. Level up. You now have more activity points for exploration. More monthly funds for activities.
Nice.
Cool.
I knew I could count on you.
And that's all I can do for now. Oh, that's unfortunate. But I receive stuff. Now I can catch a fish. Wait, but first I will talk to you.
I really need to eat. I can't hold out until the next meal.
You eat so much.
Why can't the dining hall stay open all the time? I need to keep eating if I want to get stronger.
If you keep eating, then you will not get stronger. You will get fat. Too much eat is also not good, so I'm going the wrong way, isn't it? Oh no, nope. I'm going the right way, I guess. What's this? Almond blend, and this is arcane crystal. Cool. This still doesn't change the fact that I don't know where to go. Actually, never mind. I know where to go right now. Not this way. Wait. There is someone. There is two of them.
There's something else. This is the Golden Deer House. You're in charge of a different house, right?
Yep.
Too bad we won't see more of each other.
I'm happy to learn from you if the opportunity comes up.
So if you think that I will teach all of these three houses, maybe.
Do you know the significance of that name, Professor?
Nope.
Golden deer are sacred creatures, said to have protected Leicester since time immemorial. All three of the houses have a meaning behind their name. You should feel free to ask around if that sort of knowledge interests you.
That actually sounds quite interesting. Not gonna lie. But now I have more things to do. For instance, I have to talk with you.
Hi, Professor. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
If you're not busy, would you like to join me on a little trip into town? If I'm cooped up in this dusty old monastery for too long, it drives me absolutely crazy.
It drives me absolutely nuts. So, it's here? It's here. Hello.
Before I came to the Officers Academy, I attended a
School of Magic.
Kingdom capital.
More magic for everyone.
Annie. That's what I call Annette. Oh, I guess Lawrence was at the School of Magic too. But Annie was always just so nice to me, even though
So nice to me.
she's my best friend in the world.
That's cute. So Ingrid, hello.
The Blue Lion House derived its name from
Blue
the
Lion.
honorary title of the first king of Fargus. Lug, the king of lions, wore
Lug.
blue garments. His chivalric exploits are recorded in multiple legends.
Multiple
The library
legends.
holds various historical accounts regarding him and the Blue Lions. If you find time, you should read them. They're filled with insights.
I can read them? No way. No, I can't. You lied to me. Okay, fine. I can read them, but that's not a big deal. It's not here. What? Okay,
Let me tell you the provenance of our class name.
tell me.
The eagle.
Go for it.
That refers to the twin-headed eagle on the Adrestian Empire's coat of arms. And black is the traditional color of the Empire's armor. Hence, black eagles.
Makes sense. He just explained everything just within 2 sentences. Instead of a whole lot of... And because of that, they are this name, and this, and this, and this, and this. Kaspar, hello.
Wow, Yuritsa sure seems strong.
Yuritsa?
I kind of thought he was going to be the new professor assigned to our class.
Who this?
After that teacher ran away during our outdoor training, I figured Yuritsa was a natural replacement.
Who this Yuritsa? Who is this?
I was surprised when you were suddenly appointed professor instead.
I'm surprised as well.
I don't think I could hold my own against Yuritsa in battle. I could probably take you, though.
No, you can't. Not a chance.
You really think so?
Not a chance.
Training, I'm sure I'll beat you someday.
Don't even try. Don't dare you. Fight me. Hi, doggy. Hi. Can I pet you? How? That's cute. Oh. Ow, ow, ow. So cute. Hello? And this is... I'm looking for you.
Some believe the dignity of the Empire rests on the results of the mock battle. That's an overstatement, of course.
Yeah, that is.
Still, we must do our best to prevail.
We must just destroy them.
You should take the time to learn each student's abilities. Perhaps some extra lessons and training sessions are in order?
I should know about how to do that.
You look as if you have no idea what's going on here. I know my way around, so I'm happy to help you find your footing.
That will be great. Yes.
The monastery has some exceptional facilities that everyone who lives at the Officers Academy is welcome to make use of.
Well, dining hall, I know that.
For example, you can enjoy a meal with your students at the dining hall, or take part in some one-on-one sparring at the training grounds.
Interesting.
I suggest visiting the various facilities whenever you have the time to spare.
It's a great way
to get to know the students, faculty, and various workers here.
That's true. Bulletin boards and quests. Well, sort of. I know. What is this?
Bulletin boards placed around the monastery?
Yeah.
Those contain requests people have posted, as well as helpful information from the market. If you prove yourself by helping people with their requests, certain facilities here will become available for your use. The bulletin board is updated frequently, so I suggest checking it at least once a month.
That's the useful information. I should
You should take your
take
time
it.
when speaking with everyone, but when it comes to using the facilities, well, you need to be more careful about that. If you use them without planning ahead, your free time will be gone before you know it.
You can explore the monster as much as you like, but certain activities will only be available when you have activity points. So yeah, now I don't have activity points.
A great deal is expected from professors of the Officers Academy, so it's important to hone your skills. To put it plainly, you'll need to keep expanding your knowledge of all disciplines, not just battle.
Your professor level determines your maximum activity points, raised by reading books, taking part in activities, and interacting with students. Cool. You will usually want to finish exploring when your activity points run out. Press the L button to do so.
Dimitri and Claude are the leaders of the other two houses. Do not underestimate them.
Well, I will not.
When we take the field, it would be best not to engage the both of them at once.
That's a good advice. Actually, I don't have activity points, so I want to proceed. And it's time for our mag battle. It's Ferdinand's birthday. Oh! Buy flower?
Much appreciated.
Why not? I'll spend it. So we have... Okay, we only have a mission here. Let's save. At first. Mission. Formerly a promising young mercenary, you are now the newest professor at the prestigious Officers Academy. Students and faculty alike look on with curiosity as you engage in a mock battle between the school's three houses. Faculty alike. Yeah, I think I spelled it correctly. Operation name, Rivalry of the Houses. Yeah, that's a mission. Yes. Deploy this thing. Let's do this. And save again. Let's see. Rivalry of the Houses, White Clouds, Chapter 1, Three Houses.
It's finally time for the mock battle.
Oh yes, it is.
This is my chance to measure your worth as an instructor. Do you think you can rise to the challenge?
No, but I will say yes anyway.
So confident. This will be interesting.
No, I'm not confident, not at all.
Each of us has undergone strict training. We're prepared for anything that comes our way.
Great to hear.
That means there's no need to hold back. Show us what you're capable of.
Show me your moves. You might say this as well, and I will understand that.
Hey there. Did we miss our invite to this strategy meeting? No, no worries. We'll just join in now.
Hello there. It's nice to see you also.
Simply tell me your weaknesses and you're welcome to stay. But is there enough time to cover them all?
Okay, they will now just proceed to roast each other yet again.
Ah, so you can't win unless you know my weakness. Poor princess. You really should believe in yourself more.
I spare no effort when pursuing victory. As a master of schemes, I should think you would
Master of
understand.
schemes.
Schemes? Me? I have no idea what you're talking about. I plan to fight fair and square as ever.
Hearing the words fair and square from Claude can only be a bad omen.
Fair and square and just run for your life.
Your Highnesses haven't known me for very long, but you already have me figured out, don't you?
No need to poke fun. I will fight with honor. That said, I will fight to win.
We all will fight to win.
Yes, and the same is true of us. Right, Professor?
Nope. Oh, yeah, right. Sure.
If that is how you feel, then I will not hold back.
You will not hold back either.
Oh, how precious. Looks like you and the students have become fast friends.
Oh, yeah. We're just so great friends that we'll just want to kill each other. So good friends. Yeah.
While I
For
am
sure.
pleased that you are taking the initiative to acquaint yourself with the students, I'm afraid it's about time for the faculty strategy meeting.
I'm all for it. Let's go.
Ah, how time flies. In that case, I'll see you later.
Edelgard. Professor, be careful out there.
That's too kind of you, Dimitri. I must say. My respect goes to you. And yeah, be careful out there as well. Most deployed Dorothy.
Thank you so much.
Lizzie.
I am grateful.
Grateful. Petra, Bernadetta, Felix, Mercedes, Ingrid, Linhart.
I have gratitude.
You all have gratitude, yes. Oh, little more guides. Magic. Magic can provide new means of attack and defense to a unit that has the skill and is of an appropriate class. You must equip attack magic in a place of a weapon, but you can use assist magic regardless of your other equipment. All magic has limited uses, but this will replenish at the end of the battle. That's interesting mechanic. Cool. The magic your units gain access to is determined by their skills. Study reason to learn black or dark magic. Develop faith to learn. Okay, there is reason and oh. Okay, okay. Now I understand what is this. So it's two types of skill. Cool. Battle preparations. Choose the units option to determine whom to send to battle. Press the A button to toggle a unit. Units highlighted in green cannot be excluded. Choose the inventory option to sort items, equip abilities, or combat arts. Assign battalions or change your units' classes. Choose the map option to see the area and the placement of your units. Once your preparations are complete, select Fight to begin battle. Oh, that's cool menu. Oh. No, I don't need guide. At first I had to... I can deploy maximum 5 units, and I cannot exclude me or Edelgard. That's fair. Let's get rid of all of you. So you cannot use magic, any one of you, yeah? Yeah, seems so. So I'll choose. Who I should choose? I have Iron Sword and Edelgard have Iron Axe. I need someone with Lance. And with Lance I only have Ferdinand. Choose you. Give me some inventory thing. Leave it. Go back to units. Ferdinand, you are here. Now I need 2 more. Iron bow. That's actually bow cool as well. I might need that. I'll do this and this. Save once again. So we have this. Victory conditions throughout the enemy. Defeat conditions, me or Edelgard falls in battle. I have 5 units and enemy has 10 units. That's not fair, but I'm okay with that. This game is also always not fair. It's a wall. Oh. It's a wall, you can destroy it. Cool. Interesting stuff. Here we have... Oh yeah, Manuela, yes, for sure. She uses magic, and now we have Jamie Heineman as well. Cool. Okay, I can just change placements. As always, I cannot change placements of main characters. Fine. So we have map looks like this. No one actually hurt us at the first turn, at least, because they all not within attack range. But I can go here and trigger at least someone. So it has training lens. Yeah, cool. I don't need details. What kind of support we have? A whole lot of nothing. Yeah. Whole lot of nothing. Let's try this out. Victory condition around the enemy. Defeat conditions. If we die.
Battle is finally here. Will you lead us to victory?
Nope.
I'm sure you already understand, but the house that defeats the other two is declared the winner.
Yeah.
Incidentally, I'll be overseeing this mock battle, so listen well if you want to win.
Oh, you can give us some hints. That's cool. Thank you. Since this is a practice battle, units who are defeated will not be permanently lost. Great. So we can dice and nothing happens. Training ball. Oh, okay.
Stay focused.
Stay focused. Oh, it shows up. Who actually might hit me? Cool. I actually a little bit forgot about weapon circle. If I remember correctly, then swords defeats lances. No. Sword defeats, or is it? Actually, I guess that's not that important at this point of time. I can just going this way.
I will get the victory.
Yes, you are.
Oh no.
No, I place you a little bit behind.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
I will prevail.
You will prevail. That's good to hear. Yeah. This kind of formation should give us something cool.
Shallow tactics are required, Claude. Ignatz and I will dismantle the opposition.
That's not a wise words, Lawrence. Trust me. You will not dismantle the opposition.
Me? But I'm not ready.
See? They just already falls apart.
Are you making light of our new professor? If you drop your guard, you're gonna get hurt.
Ash, can you move to the front lines? I want to lure the enemy this way.
Got it, Your Highness. Leave it to me.
That's interesting. Just to see what they're talking about. That's cool.
Once you finish preparing, make your move. Did you? Mercedes? Keep our enemy occupied until then.
I'm on it.
Oh my. We'll try our best.
You try your best to die. Well, not today, actually. I don't want to kill you. You are good people. Bam! Some experience. It doesn't do a lot of damage to me, actually. So. Oh, these two won't come out to me. That's sneaky, I must say. So the only thing that actually I have to deal with is this three. If I come here, I can do a lot of damage, but not so much. Even this way I can do a lot of damage. Can I just do this? I will not be able to kill him anyway. Oh. This one doesn't come up. Good to know. If I move... Wait. I can move here. Never mind, I can't move here. Never mind. Oh. I'll just use curved shot and... No. This boy still don't have any chance to hit her, so I will just use this one. Difference between damage is just one, so no. Bam. You quite good at archery, so good. 21 hit points. Fine. How much damage you are doing? "12 attacks only." Yeah, 12 attacks. That's not. That's something, but it's not much. We can go. Yeah, we can go this way. This one just doesn't come out to me. I guess I think this too serious, because I don't know, I like this game and I don't want to lose anything anywhere. Even if it's mock-up battle, I don't want to make someone fall. Enemies? Yes. My own characters? No. Should I do? Oh. Yes. I will do this. I will use combat arts because it will help me to get rid of them.
I've lost? Oh, unthinkable.
Unthinkable.
The mark of nobility.
You're just too overconfident. And you pay for it. Wait. This one cannot go here. Yes. So, what I will do is going here. Choose attack. 12 hit points. Can I do 12 points of damage with Petra? I can. Good. So I go this way. Just one hit. He's not died, but still. Now we can use your rod strike and just... Wow. That was a crit! Oh!
The new professor is
wow.
quite a commander.
She just goes Super Saiyan and just annihilates.
I'm impressed.
I'm impressed as well. And one more hit. Well, if you don't miss, please don't. Good. Let me do some stuff here. Enemy face? Yeah.
Well done, Teach. I may have to take this seriously after all.
You should do that at the first turn, and now you just doom yourself. Congratulations, you lost. Are you coming? Nope, you're not. 6 points of damage, not good, but I can take it. Moving out. So, level 1, level 1, level 1. Why should... You know what? I need to level up Edelgard, I guess, so... It's your time to kill. But don't miss, please. Good job.
So strong. Have to do better next time.
So strong.
Now you know your limits.
5 more points to level up. Now you know your what you say? Lemons? Now you know your lemons. Now I can make this guy to appear. Actually, yeah, that's probably might be a good idea. Let me have a look. 19 attack. That's actually not that. That's actually a lot of damage. No, I don't. No. Oh yeah. Combat forecast. There should be something something about weapon effectiveness. This. Oh, if your weapon or magic is particularly effective against an enemy's type. No, it does. That's not it. There is nothing here about that. Wait, is in this game weapon triangle not exist at all? It shouldn't be. There's a kind of magic battle menu. Yeah, I see that. Command forecast, I know what it is. There is nothing about weapon effectiveness. Is it removed from this game? This game? I don't know. It actually, well, that's not that big of a problem. I will have to deal with them later. Should I try? You know what? I will do this. I will move them closer. Using items, I'll just heal myself. You go a little bit closer. Cool.
Are you really gonna fight two houses at once? An impressive display of confidence.
You still doesn't move. You still stays here and do nothing.
This is a good opportunity for us. Let's forge ahead.
Let's forge ahead. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting, I must say. So yeah, both of them are now targeting me. How much of a damage I can do to you? Not much. And if I goes, okay, let's rethink this for a second. They both are targeting me right now. Oh, I guess I know what I might to do now. Move behind. Actually, no. This way. How much you can move? Show me. It's actually move four. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, he can't move any further. So that's the best they actually can attack. Cool. So you'll go this way. And now I'll do this. Cool. And you just stays here because you can. Because you can. These boys will have some time to approach me, so I will take this opportunity to destroy them. Yeah. They'll not move that much. And yeah, I still have a few turns before inevitable will happen. Nope. This thing is quite strong actually. What? Even I cannot do to him that much for damage. Interesting. That's also never mind. It don't do anything. He has... Why he has that much for defense? 14, but by what? If unit takes no action except wait, grants defense plus... Oh, this is why. О, пока, Шеги, спасибо, что пришел. Спокойной ночи. Takes no action except wait, grants depth plus 4. So... I just need to somehow make him do something. And then he will not have that much for defense. But the problem is that they all will take a lot of damage. Well, except Ferdinand. Ferdinand can handle it. I just realized that I maybe made a mistake. This boy already wants to kill us. He has to move for 1, 2, 3. He can't move that much, but still. He will move enough to get actually everyone. Maybe I should... Yeah, I guess I should try just to... smash Mercedes here. Gets a level up, which means at least 1 point of hit points.
It's a long road yet.
But no more defense, which is not cool. I can kill her. I still don't have enough damage. How much of damage I can do to... It's a good amount of damage. And yet... He will do 12 damage to me, and if I don't do anything, he will... This bot will just... annihilates me. Actually... He goes for... Petra. Which is fine. I can take it. Okay, with this kind of strategy... So, for now... We have this kind of targets going on. So if I move this way... Okay, if I move here... Dmitry will start to ignore me and just go straight to the Petra. Well, I guess I should just... sacrifice her.
This is as far as I can go.
Maybe it will never happen, but...
Battle, a chance to grow.
But we'll have to see. Maybe I can do something here. Cool. Now both of them targeting Petra. If I move this way, it doesn't change anything. 11 hit points. Wait, let's see. Can you do... Yep. He can do more damage then. If I go this way. Okay. Things are changing right now. If I go this way, it still doesn't change whatever he will try to attack. Let's do at least some damage. It's not much, it's actually nothing, but it's still better than doing absolutely nothing. Okay, now we have some changes going on. And this might be a okay decision. If only they didn't choose to change targets. You know what? Never mind. Wait. He didn't attacks me back? Seriously? But why though? I can leave this as it is, and I'll be fine with that. Petra, sorry, you'll have to take some damage. Oh, phew. I almost made a horrible mistake. I actually might lost Bernadetta here. Good dodge, actually. I'm impressed. Yes. So this one moves. They are close enough. Well, Claude now can hit us. He will not actually. I am not allowed it to happen. So now I have to I'm still will take a lot of damage, but no. Let's rethink our strategy here.
It's dangerous.
How much of damage you can do right now? That's a good amount of damage. Take it. Yeah, I know I lost a lot of actually weapon durability using this, but never mind. So yeah, they're both now. Smash using. Try not to miss, please. Thank you.
Apologies, Your Highness. I can go no further.
You can go no further.
How was that?
That was cool. You are doing a great job, and now? Oh. Oh, you still can. Actually, not anymore. I will go this way. Oh. Yeah, I will force to use Tempest Lens. That's for sure. I will have to annihilate them. Good dodge. Yes, 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 yes. So now, yes. Now we're safe now.
You're a tough opponent, but I refuse to yield. Do not fool yourself into believing I will hold back.
Well, you will not, but you will still get wrecked. Get out of here. Get wrecked. Lots of experience and level up. Yes!
Another step forward.
One hit point and, well, one more defense. Cool.
My training was insufficient. I'm so sorry, everyone. The rest is up to you.
You're doing fine. So, Manuel is our magic thing. Hand axe, some magic, and training bow. So on the next turn they will just arrives. Go here. Oh. That's quite interesting. Why you go this way? Never mind. So now we have this kind of situation. Yeah, we have two people actually trying to attack, not me. Oh yeah, I forgot. He cannot attack me because Bernadetta needs to heal. And if I place here... No, I can't hit him. I need to heal. Maybe, and maybe not. Let's see, let's see, let's see. If I moves everyone here, then I will highly likely to get just wrecked by these two guys. But no, there is no but. I have to somehow. How much of damage you can deal to me? 15 attack. So I have 7 defense. 8 points. What about you? You have 6 defense. You have less defense, so I cannot. Wait. Oh no, wait. I cannot use Edelgard because he just out of reach. So I have to do this. Let's try it. 12 damage, I need 15 more. Can you do this amount of damage? 12. Oh, fine. I guess I will have to use combat art again. Yeah.
Coming up with brilliant schemes I can handle, no problem. But I'm not much for fighting. Go easy on me.
How about no?
You know that was a joke, right? Jeez, not so much as a smile.
I will still destroy you, no matter what. Okay, so we changed targets. Yep. Oh, that's not a lot of damage actually. So I can handle it quite well. Let me end what I begins. Bam! Experience. Yes. Give me that level up.
Disappointing, but I will not misplace my heart.
Why? What? That's nothing. That's just 2 points. What?
I hate losing. I guess I'll just have to settle for cheering the others on.
It's interesting to see that Heinemann actually does nothing. Yeah. So you can get us here and here and here. You know what? I will not do anything here. I just move a little bit. This guy. Is this a safe zone? Yes, seems like so. Move on spot and heal. Yeah, go for it. Nope. You can't hit me. Nope. 8 damage. That's something, but that's not that much. Can't handle this. You know what? Oh. Oh, no, wait. I can get hit back. Not great. So let me try at first this one. Yeah, I can handle you. We will do healing on each other. That's cool.
Oh no.
If I hit her, then yeah. Please don't miss. Yes.
Well done. I nearly wound up a patient in my own infirmary.
Can I go now?
No, you can't. We still have...
So, you've made it past Manuela, eh? I see now I must focus and then make my move.
Okay, Heyman, I want to just disappoint... I don't want to disappoint you, but there is nothing one remains. Just only you? Wait. Oh, no, never mind. We have one more. Go to destroy. Nope. $15 damage? Can you do as much damage? No, you can. So 15 damage. I need from you 15 damage as well. You'll do only 14 damage. No. Actually, that's not a big problem. She will survive that attack, so yeah. Well, basically I just can get her surrounded and then just don't allow to take any moves. Yeah, let's try it out. Bam. Nope. You can't hit. You cannot. That actually works. No way. I leave it as it is. Bam. And now you hit. But revenge is coming for you. And it's coming fast. Well, if someone can make a hit. And she is.
Was that really necessary?
Yes.
Failure is not an option.
There is not any other options. There is none. So now we have only one thing left. Let me see. I just move them all closer and that's all. I'll take much more turns that was expected from me, I guess. I guess I can freely just doing this kind of stuff. He will still not come to me. And on the next turn I just make him come to me. He will do some kind of damage. And that's okay. Hello. You can do some damage. That hurts, but not much.
Be mindful.
Oh. I can just kill him with just 2 hits. Yeah, sure. He counterattacks me. Never mind. Double damage. Yes.
Of someone with actual battle experience is, well, I was as good as useless.
As good as useless.
Fought well.
You fought well, yes. That's true. Level 4. Give me that.
I'm not setting a very good example.
Don't give me that. That's terrible. Intermediate seal.
All right, that's
cool.
that. The winner of this mock battle is the Black Eagle House.
Yay. Actually, Gerald, you don't give me any hints.
Even though it was just a mock battle, we defeated both houses masterfully. Take pride in this victory, everyone.
Masterfully? No. Don't think so. 12 turns it requires me. MVP who? Me. Yes! Thanks to my efforts, all of your allies' motivation increased. Yay! I am happy about that. That's cool and cool and cool and cool. Let me have a look at something real quick. Yeah, fine. No, not fine. Yes, fine. Let's save the progress here. Using items. I know how to use items, thank you.
Excellent work today, Professor. Though our victory should come as no surprise.
It's no surprise, yeah. It was a close call, I should say.
Was it? I'm not sure I agree with that.
As you say.
That was impressive.
Why, hello.
I mean, impressive.
Impressing.
We gained a victory because of your great leadership.
We certainly did. We all tried our best, of course, but we couldn't have won without you.
Well, you can't. But thanks for the good words. Anyway.
I was curious what it would look like if you did not hold back. And you did not disappoint.
Ha.
I dare say we owe our victory to Lady Edelgard.
How so? For that battle, she was only a soldier following our professor's command. Sure, she was an incredibly powerful soldier.
That's true.
Don't worry about it too much, Linhart. All that matters is that we won.
And that's also true, yes.
I'm all done with being on the battlefield, okay? I'd rather stay back than pursue victory out there.
You just destroys everything almost. Well, almost everything. So you also did a great job.
You were all as ridiculous as always.
Yes.
We only managed to win because we worked together.
There. This.
Was it something I said?
Nope.
Is it so odd, me talking about togetherness? If so, that perception must change. In fact, I'm canceling the festivities so we can discuss this topic further.
Oh. No, please no.
I'm kidding, of course. Come on, everyone. We've earned this celebration.
Oh, okay, she can do some trolling. That's neat. Let's do celebrate something with something. Do some eat. Nom 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 nom.
Your work with the students was remarkable. I can see Gerald trained you well.
Yes, it is.
I do hope you were able to use the occasion to bond with the students.
That's also. I did, yes, I did.
I'm so happy to hear it. Nothing would please me more than if you used this coming year to grow closer still.
Of course, the mock battle was mere practice. The real fight is the battle of the Eagle and Lion, which will take place during the Wyvern Moon.
Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
You are expected to properly train your students so as not to humiliate the Academy during the long-held tradition that is the coming battle.
I just demolish everything and everyone.
As for today, I have called you here to tell you of your mission for the month ahead.
Oh. Hit me.
Your class is to dispose of some bandits causing trouble nearby.
That's easy. But yeah.
Those affiliated with Garreg-Mach Monastery have a moral obligation to help those in need, regardless of social standing.
Yes.
Students are no exception. Each month before the newly birthed moon departs, each house of students must complete their assigned mission.
Sounds fair.
You shall work to complete the task at hand alongside your students and report back to the Archbishop before the deadline. Understood?
Oh no, deadlines. I hate deadlines.
I will soon provide you with the necessary details for your first mission. If I told you now, I expect you would only forget, and I despise repeating myself.
Why do you hate me, Sedat? Tell me, please.
I can sense something special within your heart. I have high hopes for you.
High hopes.
Bandits, they say.
Oh, hello, Sodis. Long time no here.
Do you recall when we first met? You shall not fall so shamelessly again, correct?
Well, I am. I will.
Have you no words for me? Do not tell me that
that you are shocked to hear from me.
Because I can't see you, I can only hear you.
You ought to know that I am always with you now. To hear my voice should not come as a shock.
Okay. Okay.
What is this nonsense? All I was told was to kill as many noble pipsqueaks as possible.
What is this nonsense?
No one said anything about the Knights of Damned Saros being on our trail.
You have proven yourself worthless, distracted by something so trivial.
And who this?
I had hoped you would achieve your goal despite the setback. But now a child of the Knight's former captain is in play. How interesting.
Who are you? Who are you?
Hey, this isn't what I agreed to.
Hiring a mercenary as a professor. What was that woman thinking?
She knows what she's thinking. I guess at some point I will come and kill you.
Are you listening to me? How do we finish this?
First of all, we're gonna kill you. And then we're going to kill this guy. Simple. Yeah, I called it. I said.
What?
I say that.
Underestimating the Knights was an amateur mistake. One you will pay for. The road to eternal torment awaits you all.
But that's quite violent.
Now I must locate your replacements.
Wait! Get back here! Damn you!
Oh no, he still doesn't die. How unfortunate. I expect something to happen. Well, if it's not, then it's not. That's fair.
Part 1. White Cloud.
It's still part 1.
Harpstring Moon. Familiar scenery.
Familiar scenery. White clouds. It's still chapter 1.
In honor of the saints whose births or deaths took place under this moon, the people perform music once beloved by those divine beings. Whether by harp, by flute, or voice alone, joyous melodies are shared between farmers as they sow their seeds across the vast plains of Tailteen and Gronder.
Very interesting, I must say. Magic can provide new means of attack and defense to a unit that has the skill and is of an appropriate class. Oh yeah, I know that. I'm already read that before, so I don't have to read that again. No. I'll load it up. There are new places to explore in the monastery. Cool. 2,000 from Church of Ceres as a funding for this month's activities. And we have something already.
As you have already been notified, your mission is to subdue some bandits.
Yep.
Our students have been learning about combat through study, but this is a precious opportunity to provide them with practical experience.
Practice makes perfect.
The Knights will support your mission and are prepared to offer their assistance if necessary.
And that's cool. Thank you.
In short, this is no mock battle. You must be prepared for anything.
But from now on, yes. If any of my units die, they die.
You will receive a message from the Knights when it is time to depart. Until then, use your time wisely.
The last time we fought bandits, you saved me. Maybe I can return the favor this time. The Knights are well aware of our enemy's strength. We can count on them to keep the battlefield under control for us.
Well, something tells me that just these Knights will do the whole mission for us.
It seems unlikely that we would lose. Still, let's do all we can to prepare.
You seem well. Are you adjusting to life at the monastery?
Sort of. I think so, yeah.
Oh, I didn't expect that answer.
You expect me to say I want to get out of here? Well, that's also, but no.
When we were mercenaries, I handled everything. Outside of battle, you didn't have much contact with people, did you? I thought being thrown into a
Not
swarm
anymore.
of noble brats to teach would be a bit much for you. But I guess I had nothing to worry about.
Yeah, thank you for worrying, Gerald, but I don't have anything to worry. But you don't have to worry about me.
By the way, I heard about those bandits. Your first assignment is to take them out, right?
Exactly.
That's fairly routine for you by now, but don't forget it's the first real taste of battle for those brats.
Real estate. That's free real estate.
It'll be tougher to sleep at night if you let one of your little pupils die. So stay vigilant and lead them well.
He has a point. If someone dies, then that will be sad. That will be not good.
I wish I could offer you my support, but Lady Rhea won't allow it.
I'll be fine on my own.
For now, I'll try to figure out what she wants from you. I don't mind you settling into your life here, but don't let your guard down, ever.
I'm not. I will not let my guard, and I'll do some kind of weird stuff. Ping. Annette's birthday. Yes.
Thank you.
Flowers, sure. And now we have something to do. Monastery holds events with various effects such as those which increase the benefits of the share of meal activity for certain characters. These events will appear on the calendar. Select Explore on your day off to participate. I will not do that today. Instead, I will save. And with that, I guess we should end the stream at this point, because we make some progress. It's actually now chapter 2, it says. Why didn't it say chapter 1 before? I don't know. Anyway, we have a good job in this game so far. So far no one's died, because there isn't an opportunity to die for someone. But starting from this chapter, if we lose someone, we lose this character forever. I don't want this to happen, so I will try my best to not let it happen. I hope it will work out quite well, but only time will tell. And with that said, you know what? With that said, with that, we shall go to have some rest, because the time is actually quite late for now, at least for me. Hope for you it's not that late, but still, if you're planning to go to sleep, then good night, and if it's still day for you, then good day, good evening, good morning, whatever the time you have right now, and I will see you on Thursday with more. I don't even on Thursday we will play Forza Horizon 5. This game is actually already arrived for a few days, released for a few days, but I will not play it at this moment. I don't launch the game, I don't know what to expect from this racing game. I know it will be fun, and we will see what this game can offer to us. And I'll see you on Thursday, as always at 7 PM UTC, something like at this time plus minus 20 minutes, and we do some racing. Until that, goodbye, good night, good evening, good day. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.